do you have, you have all these different pedals and all these different pieces of equipment. Do you usually use that to kind of, is that for inspiration? Do you find that you have this tone and it inspires you to write a song or write a lick or?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I use it both ways. There's certain things I know, like if I listen to a track and I think, okay, what does it need, and I'll think about what I'm hearing, and then okay, well, I'm hearing a little bit of swirl. Do I want to go this, with a phase? Do I want to go with a flange, a vibrato? And then I hear an envelope on it. Okay, well, do I want to go with a meatball, or do I want to go, There's, so knowing your gear and knowing how to get
I guess that's really useful.
What's in your head out,
Really useful in the studio as well to be able to quickly come up with something that fits the track and.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why I continue to work, is because producers know that I'm going to come up with wacky stuff,
So how do you pick the stuff that comes?
And still be musical about it. How do you pick what?
The stuff that gets into your pedal board, I imagine, with that many options, how do you, you can't bring everything on live, I guess, so is it hard to kind of pick and choose,
Yeah, I mean, with Thin Lizzy, it's a straight ahead rock band, so it's,
you don't bring any fuzz pedals with
no fuzz pedals, nothing crazy.
No.
So you're pretty straight ahead, which is very appealing. It's more about just the perfect tone, amp, in a traditional sense, and then a couple of great overdrive flavors, and like we were talking about, like using a compressor, like optical compressor or something subtle, and then basic delays and reverbs, and there's certain things like the slapback and the intro to Whiskey in a Jar and stuff like that, the reverb.
So you pretty much rebuild your rig every time you go on.
Yeah, you sort of have to that's appropriate. But that's what's great about the G system, is that you can
just load in a new.
Yeah, as well as having all the great internal sounds, you can bring in the specialty things, like I wanted to bring in the Metron phaser, because it does a different thing than the TC phaser. So overdrive, same deal. It's like one overdrive is going to be different than the Nova drive. You're going to go for specialty things.
So do you find that I think if I look at some guitar players, it's like they played the same thing for ever since they started playing. Do you find that you're continuously searching for new stuff and new sounds, or are you
absolutely. I mean, I'm always looking for. I like to paint with a big palette, I like to have a lot of colors to work with and textures, so I like to, when I'm writing or when I get a call for a session, it's, I like to have a lot to choose from, which is great about what's going on now with studios, where you're not very often do you go to a studio to record, because I have.
Do you have your own place?
Yeah, I have, and it's set up for guitars, and I have good mics and good pre's, and an HD Pro Tools rig, and you just, it's, and I've got all my amps there, and all my pedals, and all my guitars,
And it's on your time, it's not, roll everything in and...
Yeah, which can be worse.
It can?
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be able to just go in the morning, they set up your stuff, you think, okay, what do I want to use on this? Sometimes it's good to have limitations, but, because I end up spending a lot more time when I'm doing it by myself, trying new, different things.
Whereas if it's like, it's now, then you just...
where as opposed to being in a studio where you've got people sitting waiting on you.